What's up, party people? Hey, thanks for watching this video. I love saying that. What's up, party people? I don't know, it just makes me happy. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for watching all my videos. You guys are awesome. Today I want to talk about why most students will not or cannot become doctors. And I'm talking about people that actually want to go into med school that never are able to do it. I'm going to tell you why they can't do it. Okay, first I want to tell a story because I love me some stories. Okay, so first of all, if you guys don't know, I was born in Fresno, California, which is basically like the armpit of California. Okay, and when I say the armpit, I mean because Northern California's up here and Southern California's here, and Fresno's right there. Well, I call it the armpit because it's very hot and sweaty. Not because there's anything wrong with it, just those things. So in the 7th grade, I was in Kasner Junior High, okay, in Fresno, and some teachers come to me. It's like the 3rd or 4th week of school. Teachers come to me and said, "Hey, we'd like to see you outside." I was like, "Okay." I'm not sure why. Like, I never got in any trouble. I was a really good kid. So I go outside, and this teacher's like, "We're going to move you into a different math class." I was like, okay. And I thought it was like because my class was full, there's too many kids in there or something, so they were just gonna move me to a different room. I was like, okay, well, you have these friends, but whatever. So I go into she takes me into this new class, and it's like, this is Buck, he's gonna be in this class. And it was an 8th grade class, all 8th graders. So they moved me up. And I was like, yeah, okay, well, that's whatever, that's fine. Interestingly enough, my parents moved from Fresno to Jackson, Wyoming, later that year in like February or March. So I get introduced into a new class. But what I didn't realize at the time is that I had lived there all my life, obviously. I had these set friends. I had like everything kind of set, and I was like, I'm gonna go to high school at Clovis West, and I'm gonna do this, and I had my whole life, like I knew what I was gonna do. And then that disrupted everything. When I got there, I made new friends to this new school, but looking back, I realized that it really affected me emotionally, and I just checked the fuck out of school, and I just became like the class clown. I didn't study, I didn't pay attention in class, I fucked around, and that became my new normal. And they actually, in that class, so I came in like February, March, and like April, they were like, yeah, or like May, they're like, yeah, you're gonna drop down to a different class, different math class, because you're too stupid. I just got fucking moved up like 8 months ago. Like, how is this? Or whatever, 6 months ago. And then I went to high school, and they kept me in the lower classes, and that's what I did. And I stayed in the lower, like, I was a fucking idiot. I was the 9th grader in like the 8th grade class. In the 10th grade, I was with the 9th graders. That kind of set my belief system and my conditioning, that conditioned me to tell me where I was or where I fell in the world of students. So all through high school, I was a class clown. I dicked around, I didn't study, I didn't pay attention. Everybody expected me. I expected myself, mostly, to be the class clown and to not study and to be funny because I was so stupid. Like, it was interesting because consciously I knew I wasn't stupid, but I also enjoyed the attention when people laughed because I didn't do the homework and I didn't give a fuck. Like, that was my shtick. Like, I don't give a fuck. And I even have friends like now, they were like, dude, you didn't give a fuck. In high school, you didn't do anything. And they loved it because it was entertainment, and I was like, that was my deal. I was basically their entertainment. The problem, of course, comes because once you do something for repeatedly for a long period of time, that becomes your conditioning. you'll see that with lots of people everywhere. And like, people are walking around conditioned. They have no idea that they have been conditioned for a certain thing, and they are. So I was conditioned not to study, to not pay attention, to not concentrate, to not focus, to not read. Like, that was my conditioning. So then when I got to college, I was like, oh, I'm the class clown, I'm funny, I'll joke around, everybody will like me, and I'll make fun of myself for not doing well in school. Then when I tried to actually study, I couldn't do it. I couldn't focus, I couldn't concentrate, I couldn't read, I hated it. But the reason was not because I was dumb or stupid, it was because I was conditioned since the 8th grade, which was 13, 14 years old, to 18, 4 or 5 years. Even though I had been initially conditioned to do the work and study and be the smart kid in class, like when I was younger, I got reconditioned into being an idiot. Like, kind of like the Joker, Jester. Not an idiot, but just a funny person. A funny person that was not studying. So this is what I built my belief system around. And this is what I was conditioned to. This is what my brain was conditioned to think and to do. Beliefs, thoughts, emotions, actions. That's how it goes in your head. If you believe something, you'll think a certain way. If you think a certain way, you feel a certain way. You have a certain emotion. Emotions are what drive action. And so that's essentially what happened to me. And that's what happens to most students. They struggle like crazy. They're like, I just don't understand why I can't do X. Because they believe it. They were conditioned, you were conditioned, if this is you were conditioned a certain way to think a certain way, to be a certain way. So unless you break that and recondition yourself, you'll never be able to study how you have to study to be a med student or a doctor. A little weird, I guess. It's not exactly science. It is science, but it's not science. It's like neuroscience, but nobody really... I mean, there is some data behind this stuff. It's like psychology data, which I never read. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. It's really important. It's f***ing important to know this kind of shit. Nobody f***ing teaches you this. I don't know why nobody teaches us this stuff. It's so important. And it's not just studying, obviously. It's how you comb your fucking hair. It's how you eat. It's how you put your clothes on. It's how you react to bad things happening to you or bad events. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. I think it's pretty important. It's good. It's f***ing amazing information. It's not for me. I've learned it from a lot of other people. I read, watch videos, and I watch YouTube too, and then podcasts. I read textbooks. That's really important. Most people don't read textbooks, so they didn't know this shit. Anyway, if you guys like this kind of stuff, you should check out my Secret Study Hacks course, because this is actually one of the modules, one of the chapters, I guess you want to say, that I go over in detail and in depth, and then teach you how to recondition yourself. So check that out, secretstudyhacks.com, and keep watching the videos. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Definitely comment. I love your guys' comments. Tell me what you think of this kind of stuff. Have you heard it before? Is it brand new? Or is it old, washed up information for you and you're like, no shit, Dr. Parker, you're just rehashing old stuff? I don't think it is, though. I think most people don't know about this stuff. I mean, I was like 40 years old before I knew about this shit. All right, you guys, thanks for watching again. Take care.